We are Indian. This is a reservation. We owe it to our ancestors that have sacrificed to be here for us to be here today. What did they do for us? They sacrificed. That's why we exist today. With that language is very important. That language, that song, we have to do it for us. We have to give it to that Gen Z generation.
Working for the tribes for over 45 years, and everything that I do is based on culture. And every program that I've started, every aspect of work is based on our culture and our tree and keeping our communities together. And the work that I need to do to continue that on and make sure that our people are here in perpetuity, forever. And so all of that, giving it back, sharing, trying to be a role model for our communities, and defending our lands, our people, from any outside influence that might harm us. Those are all things that I love and try to base on culture.
I think our programs that we have going, even out of SKC, the language coming out there is very strong. There's a lot of people interested in it. I just wish we all had more opportunity to get into the programs and learn more.
And I might just sit on this tribal council to share with the people of our great nation. You have to have an Indian heart. You need to live the Indian way. You have to live your culture. You live your traditions every chance you get.
We have a lot of good people that have a lot of expertise in these areas. They need to be reached out to. They need to be brought in. We need to bring in parents. We need to bring in the people that know a lot about drug addiction, that know a lot about the medical effects of that on children, and bring them together and look at the approaches that we can take. An elected official should be steering you in that direction.
Because we lack the knowledge of our culture, our traditional ways. It worked back then, it worked on me, it worked on quite a bit of people in my community. How many of us are sober today? It worked. Thank you.
I think what we do is we work closely with them, work with families to make sure that they understand the importance of making sure that child has the care that it needs in order to grow up and be a successful adult.
We all need to get together with the parents who are using drugs and alcohol. They need to know that they are cared for, they're welcomed. We all need to step up and help them.
We have some positions in our tribe that make way too much money, and we have other positions in our tribe that should be getting paid more. And a lot of times these are single parents or a two-parent household that just don't make a lot of money. And with the cost of living, it's just hard. It's hard out there. And so I think that because we're a sovereign government, I know that certain programs have to follow federal guidelines, but as a sovereign government, I think that we have the ability to raise some of those wages for our people so that they can make an honest living, make a decent living.
Creating our own minimum wage that's higher than the national minimum wage. And I think that's a really good idea, and that's something that I really support, is that our tribe should have a higher minimum wage than the federal minimum wage. Because we live in a really, we just live in a high-cost area. And I think everyone I know is struggling in some way right now.
Everybody needs to make an understandable equality of living. We're all struggling. We're all struggling because of those hierarchy people that we're paying. That should we get paid the dollars that they're getting paid. If anybody should be getting cut so that we can provide that for our membership, it has to start at the top. No question about it. Because our people matter, and we need to start listening to you, our voices. So we need to take a look at it from an economic standpoint. And let me just say this, we're about 300 million a year pumping into this area, and we don't have a tribal economy. We have a non-tribal economy that we feed. We have a non-tribal economy that competes with us and drives up the land prices. So if we're going to do something about going after our land, we need to start with our economy and get control of our economy. And then leverage that into land acquisition.
It's our responsibility to protect it. The land is depending on us to protect it. And our tribe was the first tribe in the United States to develop a tribal wilderness area that will never be developed to protect habitat. So being stewards of the land and having a spiritual connection to the land is who we are. There are some people who don't even know what sovereignty means. And it's one of the most important things that we do on Tribal Council is protecting our sovereignty, our right to govern ourselves. Before the white man came, nobody was homeless. Nobody failed to receive an education, and everybody got their medicine from the land. We were all connected to it, naturally. That's our natural state of being. And so we have this really wonderful tribal civics program that the education department created, so you can go on there and learn how anyone can access these materials and educate themselves about important court cases and important information that we can use to defend the land and protect it and to defend our sovereignty.
It's up to the council to make sure that our young people understand, and I think we need to step closer into the school system and start educating at that time. We have a few people from the tribe in the school system, but I don't think we do enough to actually educate our people about what's going on.
They're going to be sitting up here with a bunch of robots, talking to each other. So install who they are, where their great grandparents come from. Why are we here today? The importance of this nation here